guys, welcome back to my channel. It is now February, so today I'm going to talk about my February TBR. Let's get started. Okay, so I have a couple different groups of books that I want to read for February. So the first group involves me reading as many books as possible for Black History Month. So they're going to be books that have African American authors. And then the second half of books that I want to read are fantasy books. I wanted to do like a fantasy February book vlog because I've never read fantasy other than Harry Potter. I think. Yeah, I have not read very many fantasy books at all. Maybe like a few, and I just want to give it a try because I feel like I hear a lot of people talking about different fantasy books, and I'm like, well, I'm going to go to the library, get some books that I've heard about either on Bookstagram or BookTube, and I'm gonna try them out. And if I don't like them, doesn't really matter because I didn't buy them. I just rented them. So I will share all those with you. So first I'm going to go over the books I physically have for my February TBR. The first one is called Walla by Nikki May, and it's such a pretty cover. That's the reason I bought it. But I figured I'll read it this month. I think it came out last month actually. And I don't know much about it. All I know is that it's about a group of women who are friends, and they compare it to, they say, this is the most unforgettable girls since Carrie, Samantha, Charlotte, and Miranda, which are the names of the women from the Sex and the City, which is one of my favorite shows still to this day. So that's all I needed to know. Now I'm really excited to read it. Okay, then we have Yinka, Where Is Your Husband? By Lizzie Demalola Blackburn. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. But the inside says, meet Yinka, a 30-something Oxford-educated British-Nigerian woman whose mother's constant refrain is, Yinka, where is your husband? So it sounded interesting to me. I read a book last year called His Only Wife, and that was a book that I really enjoyed, and it was also about a Nigerian woman. And so I saw that this was a new release, and I decided to pick it up and see what it was about. Okay, the next book I have by Colson Whitehead. It's called Harlem Shuffle. And all I know is it's about a man who, his name is Ray. He's a salesperson in this town, and everyone likes him. They know him as a good guy. But because money's tight and he has a second child on the way, he starts to get into some illegal activity to provide and get more money quicker. And I'm not sure exactly what he does. I know it says that they do a heist that didn't go as planned, and now he has to try to put things together because now there's other people involved as far as, like, I believe it's gangs and shady cops, and he has to also uphold his reputation as the good guy, the salesperson who was never known for anything other than that. So I thought that sounded interesting, and I have heard of this book several times. So I picked it up. This one is also by Colson Whitehead. It's called The Underground Railroad. It got the National Book Award. It won, and also it's a historical fiction about the Underground Railroad. And that's all I wanted to know. I love historical fiction anyway, and it won an award, so I figured that this would be a good month to read this in. And then I got this one from my library. It's a historical fiction too. It's called A Tall History of Sugar by Cordelia Forbes. And I have never read any book about the history of sugar. So I am excited to read it. I just saw this on my way out at the library and decided to add it because why not? Okay. The next book that I borrowed was called Violeta by Isabel Allende. And this is not by an African American author, but it's one that just came out, I think it was last month. And I've been wanting to get this one so bad. So I got it. All I know about it so far is it's about a girl who was born in the 1920s, and she's born during the Spanish flu. And they end up being okay because their father is in like the field of science, pre-science it says. So they end up okay because of their father. But then they go into a whole new set of issues, which is when the Great Depression happens. So, yeah, that's all I know. It's just her story about being born during that time and everything that they went through. And I will let you know how it is. And then the next books that I have are the fantasy books that I got from the library that, again, I really don't know anything about. So if you know anything about them, let me know in the comments which ones I should read first. Because I literally just picked up ones that I had seen more than once and went with it. So the first one is She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan. And it says, to possess the mandate of heaven, the monk Zhu will do anything. So if you've read this or know anything, let me know. Okay, the next one is called An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. And this one says, Leia is a slave, Elias is a soldier, neither is free. And that's all I know. I've seen this a few times, and I believe I've seen the author a few times, but I've never read anything by her. So this will be a first. Then we have The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. And this says, a novel set in Paris during a time of extraordinary change, one that is full of mystery, decadence, and dangerous desires. So, yeah. Then I have For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. And it says, the first daughter is for the throne. The second daughter is for the wolf. So that sounds really good. I'm excited for this one. Okay, and then there's two books that I've actually been wanting to read. I really don't hear it talked about much at all, but the thought of it just sounds so interesting to me. And this is the Disney books. This is the Twisted Tales books. What Once Was Mine by Liz Braswell. And this is a Rapunzel retelling. And it says on the front cover, what if Rapunzel's mother drank a potion from the wrong flower? So instead of her powers being good, it would be evil. And Rapunzel is one of my daughter's favorite movies. I've seen it so many times, so it will be nice to see a retelling of it. This one got pretty good reviews that I saw on Amazon, and I think this is one of the newer ones. Let me check. It says new on the outside of it. Oh, well, it came out in 2021, so it is newer. And then the next one, this is also a twisted tale. It is called A Whole New World, which is Aladdin. It's an Aladdin retelling. And it says, it's also by Liz Braswell, by the way. And it says, what if Aladdin had never found the lamp? So, yeah, I really hope that I like those. And then if I do, then I can pass them down to have my daughter read them. And that's always fun. So that's all I have today. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so there's a couple books that I also wanted to read. So I want to read 2 books from my NetGalley account every month. That's my goal. So this month, I want to read Black Cake, which I don't know the name of the author, but I will put a picture of it. And then the other one is called Circus of Wonders, which again, I don't know the author, but I will put a picture. Circus of Wonders is about a girl who was either born into the circus or when she's younger, she's in the circus. But then the owner of the circus gets really upset because she becomes like the spotlight, the main attraction of the circus. People come to see her, and he doesn't like that. So I'm assuming he will be trying to do things to throw her off, to get her out of the way. And that just sounds different. It seems like nothing I've ever read before. So I'm excited to read that one, and I'm thankful for the free copy. And then also there are 2 books that I don't have in hand, but I believe one of them comes out February 8th, I think. The other one I think came out already, but it's also a new release this year. So the first one is called One of the Good Ones, and I don't remember the author, but I will post the picture of the book in the corner. And I don't even know what it's about, but I do know that someone I follow on BookTube, Gabby, from her channel Gabby Reads, she posted about it in her January wrap-up, or she did a video about it in her January wrap-up, and she really enjoyed it. So I added that to read this month, since it is also by an African American author. And then the second one is the one that comes out February 8th. It is called You Truly Assumed, I believe. I will put a picture of it because I'm not 100% sure that's exactly how you say that. That's exactly the title, but I will let you know. But that one, I again don't know anything about. I just thought that the cover was pretty and the title of it sounds interesting. So I want to read that as well. Thank you for watching. Let me know what your books that you plan to read in February are, or if any of ours are the same, or if there's any new releases you're looking forward to in February. I know there's some books that are coming out in February too that I also want to read, but I didn't put in my TBR because my main focus is the ones I just said, but that can always change. But I know I have I Must Betray You coming, and that one I'm really excited for. And then also The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, I think. That one comes out the end of February. So I know I want to read that as well. So if I do end up getting to it this month, I will put it in my wrap up. Otherwise, that will probably be for my March TBR. So anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like this video, please, if you did. And I will see you next time.